today's video, we are going to talk about the area of trapezoids. So our learning target is I can find the area of trapezoids. Please write down the date that you're watching this video. Write down what you already know. So you know some things about trapezoids, you know some things about area, so you can write about those things. And then we have two vocabulary words here. The first one is trapezoid. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral that has one pair of parallel sides. And then we have kite. A kite is a quadrilateral with two pairs of adjacent congruent sides. And if you don't remember what all of those things mean exactly, that is okay. We'll be going over it again. So pause the video here, get all of that written down, and restart when you're ready to go. So we're going to start with the formula. So here is a picture of a trapezoid. So on a trapezoid, we have our two parallel sides. Those are two sides that are going opposite each other, that are going the same exact direction. And then remember, the other two sides can be going any direction that they want. So our formula for the area of a trapezoid is that the area equals base 1 plus base 2, and that's in parentheses, times the height, all of that divided by 2. And just as in previous times, the first important thing is that the height has to form a right angle with the bases. And then the other important thing is that the bases have to be the lines that are parallel to each other. So the two bases have to be parallel to each other. And then the height has to be forming a right angle with the two bases. So really, really important when you're looking for your bases, when you're looking for your height, that you're looking for the lines that are parallel to each other, and then you're looking for that line that forms the right angle. So we're going to do a couple examples of what this can look like to make sure that you are comfortable with it. So let's say we're going to draw a trapezoid here. And this trapezoid, we're going to say that the top is 5 feet. The bottom is 10 feet. And then we're going to put our little dotted line here. And this is 8 feet. And one of the nice things about lines being parallel is that if it forms a right angle down here, because these two sides are parallel, if it forms a right angle down here, that means it also forms a right angle with the other line because they're parallel. So we don't have to worry about drawing the right angle or looking for the right angle on both sides because these two lines are parallel to each other. So we have two lines that are parallel, and then we have the height. So now we can use the formula. The formula is the area equals base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. So my bases are the 5 and the 10. So that's 5 plus 10. The height, that's 8, so times 8 divided by 2. 5 plus 10, that's 15 times 8 divided by 2. 15 times 8 equals 120, and 120 divided by 2 equals 60 feet squared. Okay? Let's try another one. Okay? This one, we're again going to draw our trapezoid. This trapezoid looks a little different. Trapezoid, the side that forms the right angle is actually one of the sides of the trapezoid, and that's okay. So the top is 10 centimeters. This side is 12 centimeters. And this is 11 centimeters. So we don't have the dotted line in the middle, but if we did have a dotted line in the middle, that line would also be 11 centimeters, just because the side on the edge is already forming a right angle. So we don't need a dotted line in the middle because we have that line on the edge that forms a right angle. Now this isn't a rectangle because this side over here is going at a crazy angle. So this is still a trapezoid because only one of the sides forms that right angle. So this time my area is going to be 10 plus 12 times 11 divided by 2. So for your first check for this video, I want you to finish finding the area of this trapezoid. I've already written out the formula for you. I want you to finish finding the area, and you'll just be putting in the number, not the units. Finding the area of this trapezoid. For our next problem, we're going to be thinking about what if we know what the area is and we want to find one of the missing values. So let's say that I had a trapezoid and I told you that the area is 216 meters squared. And then I tell you that base 1 is 11 meters and base 2 is 13 meters. And we don't know what the height is. This is that idea where we're going to be trying to work backwards. So whenever we're working backwards, we like to start with the formula. So remember the formula is that base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. So let's start by filling in what we know. 216 equals, okay, let's start filling in 11 plus 13 times, the h is the part we don't know, divide by 2. Well, now we've drawn in this line and we can use our equation solving skills and we can solve this. The first thing I actually want to do is I want to do this 11 plus 13 part. So I would say, okay, well, now let's simplify this. 216 equals 11 plus 13, that's 24 times h divided by 2. Now I can solve this. First, multiplying by 2 on each side gives me 432 equals 24h. Then I can divide by 24 to undo that times 24. 432 divided by 24 gives me 18. And that is my answer. So my answer is that my height equals 24 meters. So just like when we were doing it with triangles, we can work backwards to find missing values. Okay? The last thing we need to be able to do is I want to be able to find the area of a kite. So we're going to do one problem with area of a kite. And we're just going to do one because it's pretty straightforward. So the area of a kite, the formula is that area equals diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2. Now, a kite is a picture that looks like a kite or a diamond. Okay? So this orange line, that's going to be my diagonal 1. And we'll call this red line diagonal 2. So basically, we have a line that goes from top to bottom and a line that goes from corner to corner. And if we multiply those two lines together and divide by 2, that is the area of a kite. So, for example, I have a kite and I told you that this line was 9 centimeters and this line was 6 centimeters. Then all we would do to find the area is 6 times 9 divided by 2. Well, 6 times 9 is 54, and 54 divided by 2 is 27 centimeters squared. So a kite is just another type of quadrilateral that we need to be able to work with. So that's all for trapezoids and then a little tiny bit about kites. Please let me know if you have any questions about this video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.